Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will discuss about very versatile concept in Python functions, that is arbitrary argument. There are times when you might not know in advance how many arguments a function will need to handle it. That's where arbitrary arguments come into play. They allow your functions to accept a variable number of inputs, making them adaptable and powerful in real world scenarios. In this session, we will explore how to use arbitrary arguments, their syntax, and how they can be applied to handle dynamic data inputs effectively. So for that, let's get started with the syntax of arbitrary positional arguments. So here, as you can see, star args, that syntax, that part collects all positional arguments into a tuple. You can iterate through args to access individual values. So to define arbitrary positional arguments, we need to write star args within the parentheses of the function. So if we consider the syntax, as you can see on the screen, first we will provide def, then function name, and within parentheses we will provide star args. Now to iterate through all the possible arguments, you may use the for loop. So as you can see, for arg in args, that is for each element in args, we can perform different operations based on the requirement. If you want to print the argument, you can simply print the argument. Other than this, you may perform any mathematical operations or the required operations based on your need within this function. Now to call this function, we may need to write function name, then within bracket we may pass any number of arguments. That means we may pass one argument, two argument, three argument, or any variable number of argument. So that is the major advantage of using arbitrary positional arguments. To understand its use, let us go to the VS Code and run one program. So here you can see that we have created one specific function with name calculate total load. Within that we have provided the variable argument, that is star loads. So it represents that we may provide the any number of load based on the requirement. Within that function, our objective is to find sum of loads. So we have stored its answer into the variable total underscore load equal to inbuilt function used is sum, and within its argument we have provided all the loads that we have passed into the argument of function we have created. After calculating the total load, we have printed the final answer with the specific format. Now to call that function, as you can see, we have provided two different options. First, calculate total load function is called with the three argument. Again, we have also called calculate total load function with the four argument. So you may also pass 2, 3, 4 or any number of arguments based on your need. So that is the major advantage of using these arbitrary arguments. Let us run the program to check the output. So here, as you can see, in the first case total applied load, and in the second case total applied load we are getting based on the provided value. So I hope you got the idea how these arbitrary arguments are useful while creating the functions. Let us again go back to the presentation. Now we will understand the syntax for the arbitrary keywords argument, and as you can see, for that we need to provide 2 times star symbol and then after the argument name. So here we have provided the keyword arguments. So the syntax for the same is, first we will provide def, then function name, and within parentheses we will provide star variable or the arbitrary argument name. Now these keyword argument refers to the key value pair only. So for that we may again iterate through each element using the for loop. So for key comma value in keyword args dot items. Items is the inbuilt function that will iterate through each element of key and value, and we may print the key and value based on the required format. The advantage we have is that while calling the function, we will provide the function name, and within bracket we may provide any number of key value pair based on our need. So we may pass 1, 2, 3, 4 or maximum any number of pairs based on requirement while creating these keyword arguments. Again, to understand this syntax, let us go back to VS Code. We have created one function, that is def display component properties. We have provided the arbitrary keyword arguments. Within this function, we have printed component properties. We want to print its key and value based on the input data. So for key comma value in kwargs dot items, within that we want to print key and value. Now how we can access this combination? So for that, as you can see, we have called this function display component properties. We are providing the multiple key value combinations, that is name, gear, material steel, diameter 200 mm and the weight being the 15 kg. Same way, suppose if you want to change the key value combination, then again it is possible. So in second function you can see that we have provided name shaft, length 1.5 meter, diameter 50 mm and the material to be the aluminum. Now how it will give us the output? To check that, let us run the program. So here you can see that the key is name and the value is gear. Then same way, material and steel, diameter is 200 mm and weight is 15 kg. So there are multiple key value combinations are provided using the equal to operator, and all are separated by the comma, and any number of argument, any type of argument if you provide, that will be executed based on the created function. So this keyword argument is also very much helpful to collect all keyword arguments into a dictionary. You can iterate through kwargs dot items to access key value pairs. So let us go back to presentation to again understand it in detail. So here you can see that kwargs, that is keyword arguments, collect all keyword arguments into a dictionary, and you can iterate through each item using the inbuilt function, that is items with the parenthesis, to access key value pairs. We have already seen in the example that how to utilize this concept to execute the arbitrary keyword argument. So why to use these arbitrary arguments? So you can see that you don't have to specify the number of loads when defining the function. That means you are having the flexibility to provide the number of loads based on your requirement, and the program will give you output dynamically based on your inputs. It can also handle both small and large data sets without any modification. So with this discussion of arbitrary positional arguments and the arbitrary keyword arguments, I hope you got the idea how to take advantage of these arbitrary positional and keyword arguments during creation of functions and utilize it with the maximum possible outcomes. Looking forward to see you all in our further sessions. Till then, thank you.